Um, it's men up there, right? No women.
Look, I'm not trying to turn you out. I'm just trying to turn you on to some game.
I still wanna run to you. Am I breaking through?
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Today we're going to be talking about why the succubus is the most dangerous and confident woman. Now before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that notification button. And if you know someone that likes videos like this and they believe the same thing you believe, hit that share button. All right, the succubus woman. Okay, succubus goes back to an old folklore. The succubus was a demoness woman that goal was to take the soul of a man by having sex with him while he was asleep. Not physically having sex, but he dreamed about having sex with her. And that's how she would take his soul. The modern day succubus is a woman that's going to leech on to you, have you thinking that she wants to be with you for the long run, while she's just draining your bank account out and draining your soul with chaos. And before you know it, the relationship is over and you're left wondering what happened to you. Meanwhile, she's moved on, got a new man, and on to a whole new life. That's the modern day succubus. See, one thing about the modern day succubus is that she can disguise in every single angle that you want. She's a feminist, she's a prostitute, she's a stripper, she's a good girl, she's an independent woman. She's everything wrapped into one, but she's numb to the world. She'll only think about herself, but she'll always know how to be a chameleon to everyone around her. You would never be able to spot her personality. She's very rare, but women like this are going to be on the rise. And the reason why they're going to be on the rise is because as feminism comes down, a lot of women are realizing that they don't want to work 90 hours a week, come home, drink wine, use their vibrator, go to sleep, wake back up and do it all over again. They start looking old, they start putting on the weight, and they're realizing they're not being a woman again, and they're getting further away from being women, and they're full-blown men. So you're gonna start seeing feminism crash very soon. But when it crashes, women are gonna be less valuable. So you're still gonna have a lot of women that won't be getting married. And the reason why is because they're gonna be unparabondable. They're not gonna be able to parabond with another man to even fall in love. So what a lot of these women are gonna do, they're gonna become succubus. And the reason why they're gonna become succubus is because the whole time that they were being independent and being feminism, they were also on Tinder being whores and sleeping with random guys every now and then, trying to see who can give them the same orgasm as their vibrator. And when a guy can't please a woman as good as her vibrator, she gets another one. So the whole time she was independent, she was living the life that society told her to live, but it ruined her for a future. When she becomes a succubus, she will only use her sexuality and charm to get ahead. But her goal would be to take everything off of a man that she can. Once he realizes that she's using him, then she'll abandon the mission, create chaos so the relationship ends. But as long as he's falling for it and she can keep getting money out of him, she's gonna stick right there and play the game. See, the succubus blinds a lot of men because of this. Her prey, when she goes to hunt, is only blue pills. That's it, it's only blue pills. Let's say a guy comes to this type of woman because he's attracted to her because she looks good and tries to offer her the world, she won't take it from a guy that's offering it to her. If you're good looking and you have a lot of money, she doesn't want you. And the reason why she doesn't want you is because she knows men like that are gonna spend the money on the woman for control. She'll never let a man control her. She's numb, so she has no way of ever falling in love. It's all psychological. Being with an alpha male that wants to take care of her doesn't match with what she got going on. See, with a blue pill guy, she could jump into his life, play the wifey role for a couple years, drain him for wherever he wants, create chaos, and be gone. And while he's left becoming an alcoholic and needing a psychiatrist to talk about, because he's gonna tell everybody at the gym the story. Oh man, she left me, man. He gonna tell everybody, yeah, she left me, man. Meanwhile, she gonna be out having a good time with a whole new man as if you never existed. You gotta watch out. This type of girl is going to approach her prey. Most guys are gonna say this.
I can't believe I got a girl this good looking. I can't believe I got this. This good looking girl's talking to me.
Yeah, that's a succubus. A succubus already knows majority of the time she's coming for a guy that don't think that he can get her. But he has something that she really wants. That's what makes her deadly. She knows exactly where to aim. She knows exactly where she's gonna go. And she's gonna come into your life. She's gonna play the role for a little bit. And she's gonna drain it out of you. But the whole time that she's been with you, she's had other guys on the side. Because you were so blinded by the love, she knew you were. Soon as you felt like you had the best girl in the world because it wasn't a girl you didn't think you could get, she already knows no matter what she says, you're gonna forgive her. You're already blue-pilled up. You wanna hear and see what you wanna see. You ain't gonna see all the signs that she's giving away, that she's a succubus because you never studied the succubus. You're just caught into the fact you have a girl you don't think you can get. And that's why she's the most dangerous. It's because she's going to be able to have a guy here, have a guy there, have a guy here, have a guy there. Believe it or not, the guys she deal with will know about you full blown. They would be part of the plan. See, a succubus will go get a whole nother dude, and her and that dude are grouped together to use you. You got to always think of Ginger in Casino. Her and the pimp was always plotting to get Ace the whole time. But what did she have? She had the look. She had the charm. She had the wittiness. She got along with all the guys. She got along with ballet. She got along with the CEOs of corporations. But she was a bad girl the whole time. Remember, she even played the wifey role with Ace. Stayed at home, had a kid. But what happened? When she drained him for everything and she got ready to get out the relationship, she created chaos. So the relationship ends. That's what the succubus is going to do. And expect a lot more women to turn into the succubus. Because in order for a woman to be a succubus, she has to be confident. But what makes her dangerous is her ability to adapt and to turn into different personalities. So you will never spot her if you haven't learned about her before you meet her. She will kill you. She will hurt you. And she would be the reason why most men want to commit suicide whenever they break up with this woman. This is your modern day succubus. This is Anthony Spade. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Hasta la vista.
Sometimes you gotta work too hard for that $10. They be wanting you to do too much. Bend over. Spread.
Okay? The next video is going to have something kind of like Telegani, but not really Telegani. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a lady who gave birth to twins. And twins came out with different DNAs. Let's see what happens.
Case reported by authorities in China, a woman has given birth to twins that have different fathers. While the woman was registering the births, she must have had a sneaking suspicion that her infidelity would be exposed, and to perhaps put her mind at ease, she decided to have a paternity test done. The results baffled everyone. This case is what's known as a double pregnancy. What happens is if two or more eggs are released during the same cycle, they can be fertilized by sperm from different fathers. As I mentioned, the woman clearly had kept this unfaithfulness to herself for quite some time, right up until the point where her husband was like, "Sweet, we're having twins." Then she's like, "Well, about that." When the twins were born, the father began to ask questions because the newborns just didn't look the same. According to the Chinese newspaper Straight Herald, one of the children had different eyes.
I want people to see this. I stopped it so people can see this. This is what it's like. This is why I dropped the video today. They have the same mom. They were born at the same time, these twins. Remember I told you, a woman can hold on to a man's DNA and keep it. The sperm could die off, but the DNA can actually stay inside of a woman's body. And it morphs inside her male microchimerism. So for all you guys out there that are like, telegony is fake, telegony is this. Not only did I drop the definition in the video, but I also showed you pictures of other people that had a case of telegony that got pregnant and 2 DNAs came out. It also, I found out today as well, that if a woman's constantly sleeping around, that's what happens. The guy she sleeps with on Thursday can get her pregnant even after she slept with the other 4 guys throughout the week. Women are host to a man's DNA. A man's body is constantly putting off DNA. This is how come we do not feel dirty. This is why women shower with very hot water. This is why you go inside like the bath shop. They got them hard scrub things. You ever notice women be using those hard scrub things? It's like women try their hardest to get clean because their body is constantly holding on to bacteria. It's constantly holding on to DNA. The more different men DNA enters her body, the more cuckoo she is going to be because her body is trying to adapt to each DNA. The more DNA in her body, the fatter she's going to get, the crazier she's going to get. All right, let's get back to the video.
His mouth and nose, and did not resemble the father in any way. Because this is a truly 1 in a million case, the father probably thought he was crazy for thinking that he was the biological father of one, but not the other. Apparently the paternity test is a normal thing with the city's legal process and is actually necessary while registering your baby. As a result though, they get to record the craziest of circumstances like what happened here. When the test came back saying that the babies had 2 separate fathers, the woman actually had the audacity of trying to blame her husband for tampering with the test result.
Can you see that? Let's talk about that. You hear what he just said? He said that even when the results came back tampered, the woman blamed her husband for trying to set it up like it was 2 DNAs, like he set up the tampering. She even went that low to victimize herself to say something's wrong with him. He's the reason why these babies came out. Why I have 2 separate babies is because my husband was tampering with the DNA. Big shout outs for Space for Vlogs, one of the best Red Pill channels on YouTube. Keep up the great work. Thanks, bud. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get back to the video. Remember, she trying to say it's the man's fault. Each one of her kids are born different.
As if he wanted this to happen. Once it was confirmed that no alteration had happened, the woman did eventually confess that she had cheated on her husband with a one-night stand. According to the local newspapers covering this, the father said, "I obviously still want my own child, but I'm unwilling to raise someone else's," which in this scenario makes sense. Imagine if the doctors accidentally give him the other guy's kid. That would be a disaster. According to doctors, for this to happen, the woman would have had to have sex with both men just a few days apart from each other. The case was brought to the public eye by the Judicial Authentication Center. In an interview with The Sun, the director of the center said, "This is a very special case. It means that the woman had sexual relations with 2 men and was impregnated by them at the same time." Ms. Zhang also added that the couple will have to sort this out themselves. This case, like I've mentioned several times, is very rare in humans, but often occurs with dogs, cats, and even cattle. I want to hear your thoughts on this story though, so comment down below.
Right? So I want everyone to see that a woman can hold on. Look, this woman slept with the guys days apart from each other. But what you have to realize is she still held on to that DNA. That DNA was still processing throughout her body. That's what women don't understand about themselves. If a woman goes and watch that telegony video that I made today, and then she go and watch the video that I just put out now, she's still gonna deny it. And you know who's else gonna deny it? All the beta males in the comment section talking about it's not true. It's not true. They have pictures of this. You can, like, if you say, oh, the woman doesn't keep it, it's called telegony. That's what keeps it. That's the process that it works. These are scientific facts, and I want everyone to really understand that about a woman, the way that her body functions. All right?